Alright, so today I will be showing you how to take apart an Xbox One controller. This is a regular Xbox One controller, I just painted it, but it's fine. So, let's get right into it. First, I'm going to tell you what you need to take this apart, other than a controller, obviously. Alright, so one, you need flux, which is for soldering. You do need this. Two, you need solder, of course, for the soldering. 3, you need a soldering iron, at least 30 watts I've been told. And 4th, you need a T8 and a T6 screwdriver. You can buy these on eBay. Just look up Xbox screwdrivers, they'll come up. They're very cheap, so yeah, get your own. Alright, so let's get into it. First, you need to take your batteries out of your controller, because you don't want those in there while you're taking it apart. You see, so they're out. Put those aside. Take off the back. You don't really need that on right now. Put that to the side. Now you take off these side panels right here. It will sound like it's breaking, but you're really not breaking it. See, and that exposes these screws, the T8 screws down here, which they're special security screws. That's why it has a special screwdriver. You take off this on both sides. It may be difficult and it may sound like it's breaking. Here we go. And there's the other screws. There's 4 screws. And now that you have that taken off, you take out the screws with your screwdriver. Don't want to lose these screws either because they're special screws. There's my screws. There's one in the middle too right here, and there is a sticker under here that you have to take off to find the screw. That's one of Microsoft's many ways of tricking you to not be able to take apart your controller. Alright, there we go. We got 5 screws right there. And now that you've taken those off, the front plate should come off easily, exposing the inner side of the controller. And now that that is taken off too, you can take off the back, which that slides right off too, exposing the back of the controller. And that is when you get to the soldering. What you need to unsolder to get completely into the controller is the vibrators that are in the triggers right here and down here. So to take those off, you have to unsolder these 2 wires and these 2 wires. These are to the triggers, yes, and these are to the regular controller vibrators down here. They're on both sides. So to take that off, you need to get your solder and your soldering iron. And 1 second, I'm getting my solder out. Now that I have my, well, you need to get your solder and your flux here to take it off. You apply the flux to these soldering points down here. Sorry if you can't see, this is pretty difficult to get to. Alright, now that I got that on, you don't really need solder right now for this, but now you take your soldering iron and you put it on to where the wire is and let it heat up until it comes off. Just like that. That wire came off. Now for the black wire. Now that that is off, you go down to the last 2. And I would recommend taking pictures of where the wires go before you unsolder them, because you'll forget. Just like I'm probably going to forget. Now those 2 are off. Move that out of the way. Alright, see, once you unsolder these come off. You can just put this aside. And you go to the other side. Alright, this guy's, alright, he was being difficult there. Ow, I burned my finger. Alright. Now you go Why is it being difficult? Alright. Now I take off the bottom red. Okay. There we go. Now that one is off. That was pretty difficult. I don't think you could see that, but my bad. Alright, now that those are all off, you have to get your T6 screwdriver, which is a smaller size screw. That is, one is in this corner right there where my finger is, and on the other corner right there. Those are for just this motherboard. This is like the thumbstick motherboard. Take that out and put that aside. Now you take this out. And now once you take those off, you can unplug this motherboard completely and take it out whenever. Yes, not then you take it out. See, these two things right here, it's over there. These two plug into these two down there. Alright, so this is this motherboard, the thumbstick motherboard. I accidentally took that off. Now you put that aside to wherever. And now you have this motherboard that has this, it holds the screws in pretty much. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws down here. Same T6 size. You have to unscrew those. Get off. I have a feeling this video is going to be much longer than 10 minutes. Because I'm at 7 minutes already and I'm not even halfway there. Maybe I will just show how to take it apart. Maybe not how to put it back together. I don't know though. It's pretty easy to put it back together. Alright, so this one's being difficult here. Last, actually no, it's not the last, I lied. You don't really have to be that careful taking this apart. It's pretty hard to break it. The only way you'd be able to break it is if you like put gasoline on it and torched it or something.
Today, Junior?
I don't even know. Alright, so to take that motherboard out, you have to take out this Xbox button, but it doesn't want to come out. I guess you also have to take those out too. Alright, so yeah, that came off. You take that one off, it's pretty much the Xbox button. Then you have to take off these thumbsticks, which is kind of hard. And it will probably sound like it's breaking, but it's really not. Yeah, it did come off. That was pretty hard. Oh well. Now you take off this one. And there we go. Got that one off too. That was pretty hard. Alright, now you got that motherboard off. And there's the LED. You can change that. Of course I would know that, but now that one's off and here's your buttons. You just take that off and your buttons are right there and you can take them out and clean in there and do all that great stuff. Now I did that, I'm going to put this back on and put the screws. See, it's pretty simple. You just put it back on. Now I'm going to put the screws back in. Oh my god, thank you very much. If you would please work with me here, buddy. 90% of this video is me taking screws out of this thing, I swear. Alrighty. Alrighty. This is where we play elevator music. Alright. 2 more to go. We're actually going places today. That was so much work. This video is pretty much just to show how to disassemble an Xbox One controller. Oh, just touch the camera. Oh man. Alright, now you put that back on. That screw right there, mate. Now take that one, you put down here, mate. So that might be hard to see, I'm sorry. Okay, well that's gonna fall down, mate. Doesn't help that I'm shaking for some unknown reason. For some reason I always shake when I'm doing this. Alright, now that we got that back on, we want to put the Xbox thing back on first before you put on those bumpers. Put that back on. Looks very beautiful, yes, yes. And now you put this back on. There we go. And you slip that other John back in there. There we go. Alright, now that we got that, now we're just gonna put this other motherboard back in. If I can. No, I'm not gonna be able to with this. And my phone's about to die. That's fantastic. Alright, now we're gonna... I hope that don't die. If my phone dies while I'm recording this, I might off myself. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, yeah, you put that back on. Simpleton, simpleton, simpleton. Put the thumbsticks back on right here. Thumbstick back on right here. Very good, very good. Alright, now that those Johns are in, we can put in the 2 screws. But next, you have to solder the wires back on, which is a pain in the tarkus. Don't ask me what that means, because I don't know either. Alrighty. Alrighty, make sure these wires are there. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Alright, now that those Johns are in, we have to solder. Alright. Move that camera around a little bit. Very good. Now we put these back on. Alright, so you pretty much hold the wire to where the solder point is, mate. So, if the solder point for this one, this gray wire, is in the inside, you would pretty much hold it on top of that solder point right there. That is the solder point, where the wire is sticking to. Yes. So now that I have my solder point, you apply the wire to thy solder point. Make sure the wire is straight, and make sure the wire is not touching the other solder point, if this thing would like to work with me today. Oh my. Alright, it's really not wanting to work. If I ever said this was easy, I lied. Alright, so I guess I have to apply a little bit of flux, because it's not wanting to work. Alrighty, now we try again. Now it is working. There we go. Or not. This thing's really starting to make me mad. Alright, finally. That took 1.5 years and plus 2 minutes. Wow, this is at 15 minutes. That's fantastic. Dang. There we go. This is being a real pain. I swear. Alright, so now we gotta do even more difficult stuff. We gotta stick these wires up in here. And we gotta solder them back on. If this would ever like to work with me. Today. Maybe tomorrow though too. Alright, so I may be soldering these back in the wrong place, because I do not have a picture of where they are supposed to be soldered, so you know it's helpful. Alright, so we gotta flip this back around, because we're doing the other side now. And I remember this one was on the inside though, so that's very helpful. I hope you can see that. Yes. There we go. And for the black, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Well, that kind of burned me. Alright, so now we get the other rumbler. It's actually called a rumbler. I called it a vibrator earlier, but you know, same thing. And this would like to stop being difficult with me. Oh, yes, you can see that. I was just checking. And to the bottom. Wow. Alright, finally. This video is long. Alright, so we got this back all in. You know how it is. But we have to... Oh, we already put the screws in. Wow, I'm ahead of my game. I swear. Alright. So, first off, you want to probably put the face mask back on. Take your face mask, place the eye back in there. And then you want to take your back face mask, back mask, your backpack, and you place the eye on here. But you do want to make sure your battery things are lined up and in the right place. And this is where you put these screws back in. Wrong screwdriver. And I dropped the screwdriver. Mainly because I'm trying to hurry here. Alright. you pretty much just put the screws back in all these places. If I knew how to actually edit videos, I probably would fast forward through all this, but you're all gonna have to suffer. It's more, I just don't want to edit this video. No offense. One back in the middle. Even though the solder was kind of fighting, it was squaring up with me, but, you know, it always loses, never wins. Alright, tried to put that back there, but it didn't work. Alright, back in here. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Now she is in. Oh, dropped my screwdriver. That's fantastic. Alright, now that is back in there. So, now we just put on our side plates. Not that side. Side plate snaps right back in, you know. And that other side plate snaps right back in. Very good, very good, very good. And then you put your batteries, if you want, back in. Let's test if the controller works. Put your batteries back in, you know. Here we are. And you hit the power button. It is on. Look at that, mate. That is fantastic. Alright, well, that is how you take apart an Xbox One controller. Pretty easy, pretty hard at the same time. And, yeah, that's it.
Do you feel the vibe?